There are some who call me Tim? Werewolf by Night released this past weekend on Disney Plus and is directed by Michael Giacchino, who is making his directorial debut with this special, but you're probably familiar with his work as a composer on many great masterpieces like The Incredibles, Mission Impossible 3, Cloverfield, Star Trek, Up, Super 8, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Jurassic World, Doctor Strange, Zootopia, Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, Jojo Rabbit, Thor Love and Thunder, and The Batman. Yeah, he's one of the greatest composers living today, and everyone out there who's anything into movies has probably heard his work before. But apparently his first love of film was actually movie making. He would make films with his friends when he was a kid all the time. He fell in love with composing, which is a great thing because he is a masterful composer. But here, Marvel gave him a little outlet to kind of sow his creative roots and become a director. And this guy has got a great knack for it. And this movie/TV special is starring Gael Garcia Bernal, Laura Donnelly, and Harriet Sansom. Ulysses Bloodstone has recently passed away, and a group of famous monster hunters have gathered for a sacred night of hunting. Whoever is the first hunter to kill the beast that they have captured and capture the Bloodstone wins it for themselves. What they don't realize, though, is that one of these hunters is a monster themselves, and if you can kind of put two and two together, the name of this TV special/movie thing, he's a werewolf by night. Now, I had heard rumors that Michael Giacchino was cast to be the director of this special and they were getting it together, but really we hadn't had any promotion. No one was talking about it until D23 when they released the information like, hey, you remember kind of some rumblings about this little special that we're doing? Well, yeah, we're actually doing that and it comes out next month. That's where Marvel's at now. They don't have to promote like a year and a half in advance anymore. They can just do it the month before and everyone is going to see their stuff. That is how popular and how successful Marvel has become over the last 12 years. And this is a short TV special. It is not an actual movie that's like an hour and a half long. It's not a TV episode like on She-Hulk or WandaVision. This is 55 minutes long. It's a nice little special. It's a nice episode of Supernatural, let's put it that way. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this TV special reminds me of an episode, I believe it was season 4 of Supernatural, when the Winchesters go into this town, and it's done all in black and white, like the classic movie Universal Monsters, and they were going after this shapeshifter who was treating himself like Dracula. It is one of my favorite episodes of that show, and this TV special reminded me a lot of just my love for the Universal Monsters, and you can tell that Michael Giacchino has a lot of love for the Universal Monsters and classic horror films because it's all in here. It's a love letter to those movies, and I really, really dig it. Just looking at the screen itself, it's done as if it was shot on film, and you can see all the cigarette burns and everything, and sometimes it cuts in and out, just like a classic old film. I love that stuff. And on top of that, there are moments in this special where I'm just in awe of the style that Giacchino has. There is a long fight sequence when down this hallway when the werewolf is killing all these people and this sliding door is coming down and you just see a bright light in the back, but the light gets dimmer and dimmer as the door keeps coming down and all these people are dying. It was one of the best shots of this entire thing. I freaking love it. And the entire thing is done in black and white, other than the Bloodstone. The Bloodstone is the only thing that's in color, just this deep, beautiful coloring of red. And I love when films do that, when they're all in black and white, except for this one special little thing that's in color. There was so much about this thing that I loved. Really, the thing that I hated about this was that it was 55 minutes. I wish this was an entire movie, or this was its own TV show. And I feel like these Marvel Studios special presentations are going to be for those ideas where, like, Disney and the main studio don't have the confidence enough in it to make it into a show or make it into a movie. but it's still a really, like, good, solid idea, so why not, hey, let's make it a 40, 45, 50-minute special, and then we don't have to worry about promoting it as a TV show or a movie. Hey, that's great, that's money. So I feel like we're going to be getting a lot more of these special ideas, because you know that Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, and everyone just has so many ideas that they want to throw out there. And this movie opens it up to creating this whole separate kind of monster universe within the MCU. Because there is a cameo in here of one of the most famous monsters in the MCU, and I mean, it's in the trailer, so I don't think that's much of a spoiler. It's Man-Thing. Man-Thing is here. And he has a special name that they call him in this review, which leads me back to the introduction of my review, so kind of similar. It reminded me of Monty Python, the Holy Grail, and Tim. It's a great little bit. This entire special was very entertaining from start to finish. I was never checked out. I was invested in these characters. This was very, very violent, very unlike anything that we've seen in the MCU. And you hear that a lot with reviewers talking about the next Marvel movie or the next Marvel TV show. Oh, this isn't anything like any Marvel property that you've seen before. This is totally different. And a lot of those claims are complete bullshit. I would say the only thing up until now that feels different from other MCU properties has been Eternals. This one, though, definitely feels different. It is more violent. We have blood that's in black and white, so I think that's why they can get away with it. We have arms being cut off, and swords cutting into people's heads, and throats being slit. This was very violent, and I hope the MCU kind of continues with this, with other properties like Deadpool, and hell, even other monster properties like that, with Blade and Ghost Rider. Werewolf by Night, it's an easy watch, it's very fun, it's very entertaining, it's perfect for this time of year, Halloween, it's the best time of year. Definitely check it out. If you have Disney Plus, it is definitely worth it. I'm going to give Werewolf by Night 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I like it a lot.
Alright everyone, now because my favorite part of my video is where I pick which movie I'm going to be watching next, and the next one comes as a PayPal recommendation and donation from one of my subscribers and contributors on this channel, Dr. Camp. You recommended the movie Frankenhooker. I can't believe I said that out loud, and I had no idea this movie existed, but somehow I am not surprised. I love all these exploitation, stupid-ass horror films around this time of year. I'm very excited to check this out. I have a lot of pent-up hope that this is going to be tremendous in the worst way possible. So guys, if you've seen Werewolf by Night, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you all the next time I release next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.